All right, welcome. Good morning. We have about 4 minutes until the market opens, so I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm going to start sharing my screen with you. So yesterday I was marking out the 4-hour and the 1-hour highs and lows that I saw here. So since some of these got swept through, I'm going to go ahead and delete them, and then we're going to go find our new ones. So delete these. Okay, so these are highs. Okay, let's just go to the 1-hour chart. Since price is trading down here, what are we looking at? Okay, so move down and move up. We have lows right here. Change the color of this. My 4-hour draw on liquidities are red. So we got that there. And then, damn, what's the next low? Next low isn't until like way down here. 4-hour. So that's a huge move that it might have to fill. What if we look at the 1-hour chart? All those got swept through and filled. Where's the next low we have here? Let's see, move down, move up. Got one right there. Move down and move up. Got one right there. These are 1-hour. Oop, get rid of that. Change these colors to orange. Orange. All right. Do we have any more highs that we need to mark? Okay, so this was a 1-hour low that we took out. Trash that. That's a high. Okay, move up, then move down. That is a new high. Move up, then move down. That is a high. Move up and then move down. That is well, it's not necessarily a high yet until after that this candle closes. Okay, now we'll move down to the 30-minute chart. What do we got? First, let's change the color of this to yellow. Yellow is going to be our 30-minute. Draw on liquidity. Okay, what do we have here? Took out those lows right there. Do we have 1-hour lows there too? Move down, move up. Yeah, 1-hour low right there. It's a 1-hour low. We could get a draw right there. 30-minute low and then move up. Right there. All right. Market just opened. It is 8:30 a.m. Okay, so we have a move. I'm just marking out the 30-minute right now. So move up and move down. Okay, so that was a 1-hour high. It's also a 30-minute high. And this is a move down and move up. So another high right there. And so we keep making lows as well. On the 30-minute, we're just going to mark those. So low is a move down, followed by a move up. That's a low. Move down, followed by a move up. That's that same low. But it got taken out, so we're going to remove it. So move down, followed by a move up. So that's that move low. Yeah, so it's just forming lows right now. Okay, so let's see. What's the next levels we're looking at? Is that 19,847 and 19,755. Gonna go down to the 5-day, 5-minute chart. See what trends we're in, and we're going to change our color on the 1-day and the 5-minute. We just do green, so we really know the difference. Let's trash that. Let me look at the news for the day. Economic calendar, filters, clear all. I'm only interested in United States and China. Apply. Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, what news do we have? So that was at 8:30, 38 minutes. So 11. Really no important news this morning. Ooh, no. Oh, I need to change to my other brokerage. Trade of 8, we're at 2,175. All right. Let's see how we react to this draw on liquidity right here. So on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, what do we have? We have a overall. Well, first off, we need to mark out lows and highs. So that's high, that's a high, that's a high. So let's see, London session highs from 1,700, which is going to be right there, to the lows, which is going to be, where's 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. right here. Boom, that's a low. High, low, high, and 7:30 low was right down there. So I'm not really interested in that right now. All right, what are we doing? 5-day, 5-minute chart. We cannot trade until 8:50. That's just our rule. So that's when we can place a trade. Overall trend has been to the downside, to the downside, to the downside. Looks like, okay, so we had a high right here. You can see we need this candlestick to close above this to show a break of structure. And then we have a breaker block followed by an order block. But it never came down and swept any liquidity, did it? I don't know if there was any highs or lows down here. Low. So that was a low. But it had made lows before that. So I'm just going to mark this and just see where it was. Oh, well, it touched it. So, all right. We got a candlestick closure above that. So it is a clear change in trend to the upside with a 5-day, 5-minute order block and a 5-day, 5-minute breaker block. So we want to see price come back and test here. I want to see what it does at these levels if we end up taking these levels out. Okay, and so that was a new low. So it formed a new low here, so I'm just going to remove this level and put the 5-day, 5-minute low right up there. So now we wait. And what exactly are we waiting for? We got break of structure to the upside at a break above this. We have our order block, we have our breaker block, so we're waiting for price to come down, test those levels. If we're going to take a long, anything below that 50% retracement is going to be a nice fair value gap. Not a fair value gap, but oh shit, we formed a fair value gap right there too. Need to mark that. Take my magnet off here. Okay, so this could be a good potential long. Depending on where this candle closes, because right now we have a break of structure, a fair value gap, order block, breaker block, and a 50% retracement that falls into all three of those. So idealistically, if we can get in around 19,800, something like that, but we need to see how it reacts to this liquidity level right up there. Because if it can't break above that, was that a 30-minute or 1 hour? 1 hour. Move down and move up, or move up and then move down. Yeah, we're still waiting on that to form. But we had to move up and then move down. So that's that high. Right there. Was that a 30-minute high? Okay, yeah, move up, move down. Yeah, so 30-minute high. It didn't really do any draw on liquidity right down here at these levels. But nonetheless, 5-day, 5-minute chart, this is what we're looking at. Low is down here. We'll see what kind of patterns we get. As it's approaching this level, I'm going to go ahead and walk into the 1-day, 1-minute chart. All right, we're breaking above that level there. We did not get a 1-day, 1-minute fair value gap. Equilibrium is now moving up. I want to see if we can get a big reaction to the downside off of this. Damn, where can I trade? Huh, I guess I didn't mark it. Can't trade until 8:45, 8:50 until right there. So, what are we looking at? On the 5-day, 5-minute chart, what kind of liquidity do we need to sweep? It already took out that one, so highs right here. And these are just 5-minute highs, so they're not near as valuable. Oh, well, it's kind of reacting off of this one right here. Okay, we're getting a sweep in liquidity right there. Damn, I got a lot of shit going on the chart right now. Okay, so overall trend for me is to the downside, right? That's where I think price is going. I am bullish or bearish on the market. So I would like to see, now that we're making a move there, a break of structure on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, which would be, so where did we make? So move up, followed by a move down. Wait, no, where's the next low? So a move down, followed by a move up. In order for us to break structure on the 1 day, 1 minute, we got to go below that. Looks like it's holding. It's really reacting off of that liquidity level right there, especially on the 5 day, 5 minute chart. What does the ES look like? Same thing, nice bullish. Hadn't quite got up to that liquidity yet. On the 5 day, 5 minute, in order to break structure, we broke structure right there. So we're on an uptrend on the 5 day, 5 minute chart. Made highs, and in order for us to make a new low, 1 day, 1 minute's got to break below this level, or what was that high? So move down, followed by a move up. Well, that's a low. Well, now if we break below that level, we're in a downtrend. Boom. If we break and hold below that, we're in a downtrend. 5 day, 5 minute chart. What does it look like long term? We have some drawn liquidity right down here that we could touch. The next big draw on liquidity level is which one? I mean, we're kind of testing this right here. We'll go up and test this one on the 5 day, 5 minute. But I feel like we're not getting a big enough reaction off of this level right here. We need a big close below that one, and price is still moving up. Yeah. So right now we're just being patient. On our chart, what do we got? Nothing yet. Damn, price is down heavy. How much are we down? We're down 1%. I could see NASDAQ kind of ripping a little bit. All right, let's see. 1 day, 1 minute. Let's see if we can break this structure here and start moving to the downside. If it closes below there, that means we're getting a reaction off of this level. And if we close below that, if we do, we still have a good bullish setup right down here on the 5 day, 5 minute. If price comes down to these levels right here, test this fair value gap, moves higher. We're seeing what this candle does. Okay, so now, oh, big break. Okay, So let's remove that. Still can't trade, letting markets fill itself out. But on the 5-day, 5-minute chart, we did get a big break below that. Liquidity level, so we're just gonna mark that off. It reacted to it nicely. Both of these levels, honestly. The 1-day, 1-minute chart, we have a clear. Oh, it's not even a break of structure yet. Move down and move up. That's a one. Yeah. Okay, now it's a clear break of structure to the downside. On the 1-day, 1-minute chart. Liquidity. Yeah, liquidity sweep right up there. We'll see if we can form a fair value gap right here. I would really, really like to take longs on this, because right now we're testing that 5-day, 5-minute fair value gap, order block, breaker block, but I'm not trading yet. I still have 3 minutes before I can place a trade, so we'll see what this candle can do by then. But yeah, we have a clear trend to the downside. I need to make these more transparent just so I can see it a little better. Okay, and boom. This one. Boom. So this is our 5-day, 5-minute fair value gap. This is our 5-minute order block and breaker block. See, testing the fair value gap right there. On the 5-day, 5-minute, we just don't want it to close below this. 1-day, 1-minute. We'll see if we end up filling that. So we made a low right there and a high right there. You can see we are trading below equilibrium. So if we are taking a bullish trade, anything in this area could be a good setup. We had a nice draw on liquidity up there. Fair value gap, never came up and touched it. We got an order block, breaker block right up there. It never really came up and touched that. All right, this 5-day, 5-minute candle right here. It looks like it closed below that fair value gap. So that is no longer valid. All right, remove that. Broke below the breaker block. Remove that. So we're testing the order block and this low right now. On the 1-day, 1-minute chart, what do we got? Got a new high right there. And a new low right there. So we've got to see some kind of break of structure. If we're going to take a long, if it breaks below this order block, then we'll just have to wait for a better position. Could have been a nice entry on the liquidity sweep right here on the 5-day, 5-minute. right there. A good trade to the downside. Could have been. Where could we have gotten in? I mean, it really broke right there. I would have liked it to retrace into the fair value gap, order block, breaker block as the. Okay, well, this breaker block is gone. What's his SPY doing? Lows. All right, let's see. It is 8:50. We do have the ability to trade now. I want to see how it is reacting to. Well, this is no longer valid, so we can remove that too. Oop. Trash that. To these levels here. So it's obviously sweeping it out, but I want to see how it actually reacts to it. What's a 30-minute chart look like? No new lows. That's just a 5-minute draw on liquidity. And we have a 4-hour draw on liquidity. And then I think that's another 30-minute draw on liquidity right here. So we'll see what happens whenever we touch these levels. I can see us making a move to the upside. 5-day, 5-minute. We have just removing. That's a 1-day, 1-minute fair value gap. I'm going to remove that. We have a nice bearish fair value gap right there to the downside. 1-day, 1-minute. What are we looking at? In order for a break of structure back to the upside, we need to get above that level right there. The most previous low is right here. So we're just watching right now. We're just letting it do what it does. And we will wait until we have a nasty reaction. It looks like it's not getting a big reaction to this level right here. So I'm just going to trash that. Okay. These are the levels I want to watch. 30-minute, 1 hour. As it's touching these levels, I want it to react to the upside heavily. Break of structure. So we're watching now. This is something that could be potential. Let's see. Where's another draw on liquidity to the downside? Move up followed by a move down right about there on the 5-day, 5-minute. 1-day, 1-minute. That's the most recent high. Prices showing to be severely oversold right here on the 1-day, 1-minute. On the 5-minute, it's got a little more room to go. Testing that 4-hour fair value gap right now. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. Testing that 4-hour chart. We'll see. It needs to get below those levels pretty decent. That 1 hour and 4 hour looks like. Oh, this is the 1 hour. But yeah, you can see we're testing those levels there. 5-day, 5-minute. Are we getting a reaction? Nothing yet. But we got another bearish fair value gap. Well, not technically yet. So, not technically a gap yet. 1-day, 1-minute. What are we looking? All right. So, move down. Okay, move down followed by a move up. So that's a low that it made. Okay. I like this. I like this liquidity sweep. Now, I need some kind of confirmation. Inverse fair value gap on the 1 day 1 minute would be nice right here. If we could fill that, close above that, move down, so that'd be our order block. We don't really have a breaker block. So move up, followed by a move down. We're still in the downtrend right now. We don't really have confirmation of a break of structure. And we won't get one until it breaks above that level right there, honestly. Okay. But if we form a fair value gap right there, that's an inverse fair value gap right there. Well, it could be. It could form an inverse fair value gap. Both right there and right there. Let's see if that gets filled. Because if we make a high right here, then we break above that. That's clear break of structure. Because the nearest low is right here, and that would form a higher low, aka we're in an uptrend. On the 1 day 1 minute chart. Okay, so formed a new low right here. Price needs to break and hold above. Here, let's just delete this. Price needs to break and hold above this high right here. This green candle needs to hold above there, and that's confirmation of a change of trend, change in direction. I'm just going to see what an order would look like. Trade, create new order. Limit. We'll get something right around there. Stop loss right around there. Take profit. Get the next one. This is a big draw on liquidity if it chooses to respect it. It is making a move off of it. But we need price to hold above that candle, so low. This is the low, so we'll see if we just keep making lower lows. There's no trade yet. There's no opportunity for us yet. No clear one that I see, at least. I mean, it had a nice break of structure, but that was such a small time frame draw on liquidity. I don't really trust it. Okay, so we're making lows here. Overall direction is to the downside. Did say I was bearish on the market. Okay, so what did we get? What did we get? What did we get? That was a high. That was a low. Now we're making a lower low. I want to see what happens at this level. Really, just these levels here again. I want to see if we break hard or if we end up getting some kind of reaction. 5 day 5 minute chart. Move down followed by a move up. Made a low right there. Move up followed by a move down. 5 day 5 minute chart. Next break of structure wouldn't be unless we could get above that level on the 5 day 5 minute. And we got a bearish fair value gap right there that needs to be filled. Still nothing really in the play. Okay, so we got a new high right here on the 1 day 1 minute. Yeah, we got to hold them break above that. I got to go to the restroom real quick, so y'all could just watch. All right, fellas, this is what we needed. This is nice. Okay, so obviously drawing liquidity there. Made a nice move. We broke above that high. We formed. Haven't technically formed. Well, we got an inverse fair value gap formation right there. Break of structure right there. So we have an order block right here. Boom, followed by breaker block. Boom, right there. Fair value gap. Boom, right in here. Equilibrium. Boom, right in there. We can get a price right in here. Let's see, we got a change in trend there. What does a trade look like? Create new order. We can get a trade right in here. Take profits up there. Stop loss. Break below there. That I would be content with. I really want to see it come into this fair value gap. So move up, followed by a new low. In order to make a new high, we need it right there. We need to move down, followed by a move up. That would be the low right there. Price is moving. Price is moving. Well, it came into this fair value gap. Where's the fair value gap? Fair value gap. Did I even draw it? I don't think I did it. I drew our order block, our breaker block. I didn't draw my fair value gap. So that is fair value gap. Came in right there. If I get in right here with 1 unit and I risk below, gosh, man, I really like that. Okay, so a low followed by a high, that's a low. High followed by low. Gosh, I like this. I like this. I like this setup a lot. What's 5-day, 5-minute look like? Testing that fair value gap right now to the upside. I'm gonna remove that. I think we're gonna break. I gotta do it. I'm gonna place that order there. We'll get 1 if we can get below that level. I mean, if it gets up here, we've lost the opportunity. I mean, if it comes down and makes a low, then we have an opportunity, but it already kind of tested that fair value gap. Let's see. Because a new, okay, we're in right there. We're in right here. Where is our stop? Okay, so I'm gonna, where's my shit? Why won't it let me edit anything? Come on, man. Pretty big. Why isn't it letting me edit anything? I'm gonna refresh this. All right, we are in our position. Go ahead and get rid of the equilibrium. 5-day, 5-minute. Ooh, we did not close below that fair value gap or above that fair value gap, but we need to make a higher high right here. Let me get out of this. Remove that. I'm removing that. Remove this. Get all the junk out of the way. Next level we're looking for would be this high. If we can make a new high right here, because that's a low, that's a low. Moving my stop to a new low right there. Idealistically, I would have liked to get in better on this breaker block, but since those are, because that was the change in trend, so order block, breaker block, I mean, we're making highs. Boom. Beautiful trade, baby. What do we got? What do we got? Up 630 on the day. Ah, fuck. Damn, it's crazy whenever you follow like rules and shit, how easy this really seems. Okay, 1 day, 1 minute. So this is liquidity level. I'm gonna go ahead and just get out of these. Boom, 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 boom. I could see myself taking another entry from, well, because let's see, like we ripped from there to there, came back, tested there, ripped from there to there, got those, ripped from here to here, got those. Where would the next opportunity for us be? Okay, let's see. We formed a bullish fair value gap on the 1 day, 1 minute. Closed above. We closed above here. That is a, ooh, we got a 5-day, 5-minute bullish fair value gap right there too. Prices ripping. I'd like to see it come down and touch those levels somewhere right in there. Obviously sweeping that level there. That was our take profit. So what are we looking at now? What's the next high? Really, the next high we're looking at is right up here. high followed by a low. Well, there's a couple. So I'm just going to remove this real quick so I can show you what I'm seeing. Remove. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour chart and see what we're looking at. Down followed by a move up. That's a liquidity sweep. Big move. 30-day move down followed by a move up. Liquidity sweep. And that's what made me nut. Right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Come down. Let's see if we can test this fair value gap on the 1 day, 1 minute. Same on the 5 day, 5 minute. That would be beautiful. But on the 1 day, 1 minute, what levels are we looking to take out if we're to come back down to the downside? There is a high followed by low. Boom. High followed by low. Boom. That was the next one. So high followed by a low. Boom. That's the same level. So we got 3 different levels of liquidity right here. I'm just going to go ahead and put this other one so you have a visual. We have these 3 levels of liquidity that we're looking to take out. And then after that, what do we got? What do we got? After that, the next one we have is going to be a 1 hour draw on liquidity to the upside. I would really like to see. So where's our lows? These are the lows we're forming. So we got a. Oh, I'm just gonna magnetize this bitch. Move down, followed by a move up. There's a low. Move down, followed by a move up. There's a low. Haven't formed another low since then. But we got a bullish fair value gap right here. We are filling this inverse fair value gap here. I'd like to see this red candle come down in here. From this move up, I mean, realistically, if we can get right in here, right in this sweet spot right here, God, that'd be beautiful. That'd be a beautiful setup. That'd be a beautiful setup. And if we were hypothetically gonna take a trade there, stop loss there, take profit at drawing liquidity, 1 2 risk reward. I like that setup. A lot. But it's not gonna happen because we formed hadn't formed a new low quite yet. We'll see what this candle closes at. Ooh, nice. Come on, baby. We want you right in here, baby girl. We want you right here. Yeah. Come on, sweet baby girl. We do not have a break of structure unless it breaks below this level right here. On the 1 day, 1 minute. On the 5 day, 5 minute, that's coming down, testing these levels. Still got room to. Well, it hit equilibrium. Solid moves down. This is a green candle, then we made a new low, and opportunity might be gone. Are we tripping, though? Absolutely not. But we got a high. High there, higher highs. We're just making higher highs, baby. I want to look right in here. That's where I want a look. Move up, followed by a move down. That was a high. Well, that was the high. But move down, followed by a move up. That's the new low. Oh my god. Oh my god. I kind of want to test this low level. So if I got an entry, hypothetically, stop there, take profit at new liquidity. I don't know if I like that risk. I think it's too late anyway. Maybe not. Low followed by high. Yeah, it's too late. It's ripping already. I just wasn't fast enough. I was not fast enough. We don't have liquidity till right here. Let's see if we form a fair value gap. What does 5-day, 5-minute look like? Big down, big up. Filled that inverse fair value gap right there. Moving higher, moving higher. Looks like we could be forming. Oop, let's get out of here. All right, hitting that draw on liquidity right now. Taking away this. Gonna add bullish fair value gap. Boom, right there. Taking out these liquidity levels right here. I want to see how we react. It's 1 day, 1 minute. Taking out those levels. Nice. Well, it did take out those levels. So we're just going to delete all this shit. Took out those levels. Beautiful. It has not come down to test this fair value gap yet. Equilibrium. From this move down to the move up. It needs to get in that fair value gap in order for it to make sense for us to rip a little bit higher. New low. Another new low was formed right there. I'm just adding the lows in as we go. Delete that. Damn. Oh, fuck. That's why. All right. Five-day, 5-minute. Let's see. You can see. Move down, followed by a move up on the 5-day, 5-minute right there. Damn, we're forming a heavy. Well, that equilibrium's gone. Testing liquidity right here again. Looks like it's just blowing past it. Oh, of course. 5-day, 5-minute. I'd like to see how it tests this 1 hour liquidity. Ooh, that would be pretty. Dot down there. So we already tested and swept through those liquidities. We formed another one right down here. Boom, change this color to orange for the 1 hour. Boom. Okay, 30-minute. Same thing. 5-minute. That was a low. Well, that's a 1 minute low. I'm not as concerned about that. Boom. All right, let's see what we do up here. 5 day, 5 minute. Kind of forming fair value gap right there. 1 day, 1 minute. Delete that. Got another new low right there. Change that to green. The reason that I'm marking these lows as we go up is because I know if we break below and hold below that on a red candle, then it's a break of structure. Until then, we're still ripping up. Where was my entry? Like, if I look at where my execution was, okay, I got in right here, and I sold right here. Like, I just took that teeny tiny move. If I would have held onto this 1 hour liquidity, that's a fucking. And I should have. But still, up fucking 6:30 on the day. Can't be mad about it. Can't be mad about it. 5 day, 5 minute. Let's see what we're doing. Not really testing that. Dude, why do I have to shit so much? Am I clear? Am I clear? Oh, do y'all like my fucking... His name is Sid. He's my sloth. I want to see that close above there. That'd be a 5 minute fair value gap. Now, realistically, I am bearish on the market. So what I really want to see is price move up here and just get fucked. I want to see price test these levels and then just get shit on. Well, it touched it there. Let's look at the 1 day, 1 minute. It touched it there. Man, I want this one to close, and then I want the next one to be red, and then the next one to be green. Because right now, we don't have a clear break of structure until it breaks below this level here. Because that is a 1 hour. Yeah, that's a 1 hour fair value gap. So this candle could just blow right fucking past and go all the way up to the next one. And if that's the case, that's the case. There's nothing wrong with that. But we got low, 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 low. Got high, 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 high. Where would make a good buy opportunity? So price came below here. If you were going to take this short scalp trade, I'm not. I'm looking for big movers. It did test that. Fuck, I love chocolate milk. All right. What do we got? We got a 5 day, 5 minute fair value gap right there. We'll see what that candle does right there. But it touched these levels on liquidity. I'm just going to remove that. I just wanted to show what that would look like if we were to break structure there. Okay, need this candle to close green, and then we have a new low right there. Right there. So idealistically, what we want is it to come up to these levels right here, hit that draw on liquidity, and then break below this level here, giving us a break of structure, and then we look for an inverse fair value gap to get our entry. This will form into an order block, breaker block, and then we'll just play it back down to the downside. This candle really needs to close green, though. And then we need a red candle to close below that. Okay, that closed green. Nice. That's what we needed. Okay, remove that. Now we need a red candle to close below this level. Why do we need a red candle to close below this level? Because we touched this 1 hour. We broke above this 1 hour high, draw on liquidity. It is on a 5-day, 5-minute chart. I mean, it touched it. It's reacting off of the level, but we need to see a change in trend for that to happen. So that's why I said, that's why I marked these lows on the way up. This is, I think that 5-day, 5-minute fair value gap is pointless. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. Because now I'm looking to play to the downside, baby. I want this candle to close below here. That gives us our liquidity sweep that we were looking for. Because it formed a high right there. If we can break below this. Not break, it needs to hold below it. That gives us break of structure. And then we're going to start looking for entries to the downside. So we're going to go ahead and create an order like something is going to happen. It did not break below. Well, I mean, it broke below, but it didn't stay below yet. 5-day, 5-minute chart. Still bullish, but you can see it's reacting off that level, which is what we want on the 5-day. 1-day, 1 minute. I want to close below this. We formed it was a high right there, double touch. I want to break below this low and then hold and then see where an opportunity is. Because we're not in this yet. We're not in this yet. We're not in it until it makes sense to be in it. Because we need a closure below. If not, it's just faking it out, baby. It's just faking it out. Because if it is going to rip to the upside still, boom, it hit that 50% equilibrium. It could just as easily continue ripping up to the upside. These confluences just give us an opportunity for price to change direction. Does it have to? Fuck no. Remove. Okay, did we close? Oh, it looks like we closed below. Okay. See, right here. That's a change in trend. So the move up previous. That's a low break in trend, though. Okay, but it was a break in trend. It's 3 candlesticks. I think I'm going to watch this one play out because I'm just not sure how to read this right here because it's 3 candlesticks. Technically, it was a break of structure. Yes. But an order block right here and a breaker block right there. I mean, it's touching. Well, it didn't make a new low or a new high. It still touched that. Fuck, dude, it's reacting. That's a lower high right there. Honestly, I might take this opportunity. Risking 430, 820. Order block. Okay, well, I'm waiting. I can't rush this. Yes, technically, there's a break of structure right there on the 1 day, 1 minute. Come on, baby. That wasn't a fair value gap. It just wasn't. I want price to close below that level, baby. It already did, though. And move right back up. Tested breaker block. We start getting candles out. Testing, testing, testing. I'm taking it. Okay, I'm taking it. Fuck. Come on, give me in, give me in, give me in. Give me in. Okay, we're in. I don't want to see a break below. Okay, so that was technically a low followed by a high. Low. Was it the same or was it lower? It was about the same. This is a risky one. I'm not going to lie. Because, I mean, it's tested this order block, breaker block. Tested it twice. We did technically have break of structure here. So that is what I'm betting on, is that break of structure right there. Could we be wrong? Yes, absolutely. We could be wrong. But that's why I'm leaving my stop above that level. I mean, if it just rips, it can do that. 5 day, 5 minute chart. Formed. Inverse fair value gap right there. Oh. I mean, nothing crazy, really. Price is consolidating here. I don't like that price action. It looks like we're getting a little bit of volume. It could just break and press right up through that. But if it does, that's okay. We get stopped out. That's fine. We know where our risk is. And then we reassess. We find the next opportunity. Ain't no big deal. That's why I really wanted to be patient on it. Yeah, see, okay. Stopped out right there. Still up 180 on the day. Gave back most of our profits. But what did we do? We took out this next level of liquidity. All right. Price is ripping. Price is ripping. I want to see if we hold above this or if we get rejected. On the 1 day, 1 minute chart, we need to have a break and hold. I need this magnet so it's on where it's supposed to be. We need a break and hold below this level. I don't know why this is here. In order for it to reverse to the downside, we need a break and a hold below that level. Because right now, it's still in an uptrend, especially if this candle closes red, because that just forms a new high there. One day, 1 minute, testing. Or that's 5 day, 5 minute, testing the 200 SMA. What's the 30-minute chart look like now? Move down, followed by move up. That makes a low. Move up, down. That's gonna make a new high right there. Let's see what the liquidity does. Holy shit, is there somebody watching this right now? That's fucking cool. Alright, what levels are we looking at? New highs here. Add alert. Crossing up. We'll reassess if it breaks above there. There's not technically a change in trend unless we break and hold below this right here. Trade. Create new order. No, fuck no, not order. Crossing down. Create. So, I'm going to get rid of my executions real quick. Just so I can see the chart a little better. We need a break and hold below that. Ideally, and then form some kind of fair value gap, or maybe fill this 5-day, 5-minute fair value gap and run it all the way back to the downside, baby. Run it all the way back. Dude, I had too much pre-workout this morning. I have to shit again. It's probably that, and I quit vaping today, and I started back on the nicotine pouches. God damn, look at me, bro. I'm so good. Oh, no. This is not good. I can't even see what's going on. My asshole is on fucking fire. Alright. Good news. Bad news. Good news. We're still testing these draw on liquidities right here. I guess that's just a bunch of good news, really. I mean, nothing crazy has happened. No inverse fair value yet. But, let me do that again. But, on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, we formed a higher low. Boom. Right there. even better if we can form one right up there, because now this means we move our alert up, because in order for us to break structure, we have to close above the most recent low. That gives us a better opportunity to get in at a higher price, closer to the order block. 2 red candles. I would like to see a green candle come up, test these level again, and then just thrash through. Damn, do I have 2 people watching right now? That's fucking cool. Okay. We formed another low. Move down, followed by move up. Most recent low. So we move the alert. What is the ES doing? Okay. It still hadn't broken below. Oh, it looks like it's breaking below right now. On the 1 day, 1 minute. What does that 5 day, 5 minute look like? Low followed by high. It needs to break below there. 1 day, 1 minute. Go back to the NASDAQ. What do we got? What do we got? You see how I marked all these lows the entire way up? That's because whenever I get my entry on this, I can use these as take profit levels. Idealistically, I wouldn't want to, because you saw when we drew on liquidity down here, it moved all the fucking way up to this next 1 hour draw on liquidity. Right here. Idealistically, that's what I want to see it do here as well. Time is it? 9:43. All right. All right. This is what we need, baby. Yes. Look at this, baby. Look at this beautiful break above both these liquidity levels. Getting fucking rejected. That's what we're talking about. Oop. Oh, well, this is going to be a sell if we do get into it. And we'd be risking 300. And if we rode it all the fucking way down, take profit. If we could ride it all the way down, 337, that's like a fucking 10R. 10R, baby. Okay, we formed a new low right there. Boom. New low formed right there. What did we do? Red candle. Broke. Below structure. This is a break of structure. So, what does that mean? I'm removing this real quick. Delete that alert. So, we had a break of structure. So, move down, followed by a move up. That creates a new low right there. And one right there. Break of structure. What do we have? Okay. The previous move up is the order block. So it's this whole thing right here, followed by the breaker block, which is the move down prior to the break of structure, which is this red candle right here. But we broke above. Wow, this is interesting chart action. Okay. Well, see, this is not something I expected. It came down, broke that structure, and now it's ripping. Okay, interesting. Okay, well, good news. On the 5 day, 5 minute, I'm going to change this one to blue, because that's 5 day, 5 minute lows. Where's my color? Did we ever come down and fill a fair value gap? No. Okay, so yeah, dude, we're ripping past that liquidity. The 1 hour chart, just ripping. 5-day, 5-minute, reacted to it, but there was not a big reaction to it. So these did not sweep. Nothing wrong with that. We didn't take a trade yet. Why? Because there wasn't a clear, well, there was a clear break of structure on the 1-day, 1-minute. You could see that. There was a clear break of structure right here. Because whenever this low was formed, red candle followed by a green candle. Oh, wait, no, that low would have been right here. I'm kind of retarded sometimes. I forget where my camera is. I need to remove that. So red candle followed by a green candle. It's the lowest point, right? Red candle followed by a green candle. Lowest point. We never fucking broke structure. Man, I'm glad I didn't take an entry. We never fucking broke structure there. Bullish fair value gap. Boom. Where could we get an entry? Anything below equilibrium? Five-day, 5-minute. We won't have a break of structure on 5-day, 5-minute unless it gets back down to these levels. Trend is in our favor. So I would like to find an entry to go long up to these levels here. Idealistically, it'd be somewhere right in here. Let's see. If I was to place a trade, what does that look like? If I could get in right around there, oh, that'd be a buy if I'm going long. So take profit would be this level up here. Let's move that. Limit would be, oh fuck, I moved the wrong one. Stop would be down here. I'd like to get in somewhere right there, but formed a new low, so this candle could come down, test these levels, but remember, if it closes below, that's a break of structure. So let's see what it does. That would risk 435 to gain 1,133. Let's see if we're breaking structure here. Man, I shouldn't have removed those. Here, let me go back and add those back in real quick. That 1 hour. Drawing liquidity. Just so I have it here. Which is right there. Change the color of it back to orange. Just so I have a visual of where it was. All right. Let's see if we break structure. It looks like we're breaking structure, fellas. Oh, we broke structure. Okay, what does this mean? What does this mean? This means we have a short opportunity. So we're going to change this to short. It's coming back, testing these levels. Okay, what do we have? Inverse fair value gap right there. Delete. 5-day, 5-minute. What do we look like? Okay, yep, we're clearly sweeping this liquidity right here. It made a move up on the 1-day, 1-minute, but the 5-day, 5-minute is so much fucking stronger. Gosh, if we can close below that level, that's going to be fucking crazy. What do we got? We got a 1-day fair value gap right there. We got an inverse fair value gap. It hadn't closed yet. Still right there. But we closed. We broke structure there. Man, don't just rip. Give me an opportunity. fair value gap. Oh, come on, baby girl. Please give me an opportunity somewhere. Don't just rip on me. I went ahead and drew this fair value gap. This is not technically a fair value gap yet, but this, okay, let's see. We got a break of structure right there. So order block, breaker block. Going to go ahead and draw those right in there. That's order block and breaker block. Going to go ahead and change that to red. Fill color red. Boom, right there. This is a fair value gap. Wait, no, it hadn't closed yet. Okay, it's a fair value gap. We got two fair value gaps right here. 5 day, 5 minute. What do we look like? Big sell, baby. Gosh, we fucked that. Drawing liquidity. Okay, come on. We need to come back up. Test these. Test one of these fair value gaps. Equilibrium. This moved down. If we can get back up into this fair value gap, that'd be great. So this, that's a 1 day, 1 minute high though. 5 day, 5 minute high. Ooh, this is a new. Draw on liquidity. I'm going to change that to blue because it's the 5 day, 5 minute draw on liquidity. 1 day, 1 minute chart. So look at what we got. Look at what we got. Look at what we got. Come on, baby. Give me an op. Five day, 5 minutes. Oh man, I kind of want it to close below there, but I also want to get in at a fair value gap here. Okay. So if we can get in at equilibrium right around here, the stop loss above there, take profit, move that bitch all the fucking way back down. That's only if it gives us an opportunity. It's just fucking ripping down right now. We need to trade up a little bit. 5 day, 5 minute. Ooh, yeah, we need to close below here. Ooh. Is it gonna happen? Damn. Ooh, on the 5 day, 5 minute chart, what is the... Oh, yeah, no, that's got plenty of room. Okay. So, testing that fair value gap right now. Okay, so this is our low. But, dude, we're just ripping. I mean, we got into this fair value gap, but I don't know if I want to risk quite that much. Come on, give me that level. It's risking 645. That would put me down 300 on the day. Wait, no, that put me down like 500 on the day. Because I'm up around up to 200. I'm gonna take that right there. If we can get in right in those levels. It's got to be above equilibrium though. It doesn't make sense for me to get in if it's not above equilibrium. I can't justify that. It's just not something I can do. In order for it to be a good deal for me, it's gotta get up right there. Good girl. Did the 5-minute close below it? Okay. That's the only thing that scares me. 5-day, 5-minute did not close below its low. Okay. I'm in. We are in this puppy. So I am going to get rid of this fair value gap because price closed above it. So that is now inversed, right? Okay. We still have this fair value gap that it can go up and fill, right? Then we have, where was the break of structure? Right here. What was the move up before that? Right here. That's our order block. What was the move down before that? Right here. That's our breaker block. If we break above these new levels here, then we're wrong, obviously. But 5-day, 5-minute, only thing that scares me about it is it did not break below the 5-day, 5-minute previous low. So we are hoping that, okay, now this is where we can take an opportunity to look at this too. So where's the previous high? Previous high is at breaker block. So we don't have a change of trend on the 1-day, 1-minute till it gets above this level. But we did form a low, or we're forming. Okay, so a high followed by a low. That puts a lower high right here at this level. So we're going to mark that. Because eventually, once we make a new low, we're moving our fucking stop down. Green. Man, I hope whoever was watching this enjoyed it. Up 280 on the day, baby. How much are we up actually on the day? 433. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. So, did form a new high. So, if we get a green candle above this, like it holds above it, that's a break of structure. And we're wrong. And that means the 1-day, 1-minute has changed trend. And it's going to move back up to the upside. So that means our stop is if a green candle closes above this level, we're out. Okay, so now it's above this level. Well, no, because that's a low. Okay, so we formed a higher low right here. Formed a higher low right there. Green candle, I'm going to remove equilibrium because we already used that confluence. And I'd much rather just get a small break of structure right up here. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're testing this fair value gap. What's 5-day, 5-minute look like? All right. Looks like trend is not going in our favor. Okay, testing fair value gap, order block and breaker block. We got a bullish fair value gap right here. Testing these levels, testing these levels. What are we doing? What are we doing? That was a high. That was a higher low. Man, that was a candle close above. It's 5-day, 5-minute doing. 5-day, 5-minute has a see that's the only thing that scared me about this trade is the fact that the 5-day, 5-minute did not have a break of structure to the downside. So on a longer time frame, it's moving up, but it looks like we are going to get stopped out of this position. It could still go in our favor. It could, but 1-day, 1-minute did have a clear break of structure right here to the upside. So in order for us to go back to the downside, we have to break down below these levels again right here. Otherwise, a continuation of the trade is going to stop us out. I liked the trade setup though. Is it always going to work in our favor? No. Okay. A high followed by a low. That's right there. So that's going to be our new high. A low followed by a high. That's going to form our new low. So we still have a chance of breaking structure. This closes green and then rips down. That'd be fucking fantastic. Oh, we broke above that fair value gap. Remove that. That turned into an inverse fair value gap. That is a bullish confluence. So we could get stopped out here. What are we down? Down 132 on the day. Oh, we're making new highs. Okay, so low followed by high. So now in order for us to break structure, now in order for us to break structure, we need a red candle close below this level. Because that was the new low. What's the 30-minute and the 1 hour look like? 30-minute looks like it's ripping. I mean, it was down significantly overnight. So, I mean, we made a nice bullish trade. We should have stayed in that first bullish trade a whole lot longer than we did. But that bullish trade at the beginning of the day was fantastic. 5-day, 5-minute. I am going to go ahead and remove all of these. Wait, is this a 5-minute chart? Okay, so we got a low there. Didn't break the low. We got a new low. All right. Wait. Oh, yeah, it didn't break structure, but there's technically a new low. Right there. Change that color. Blue. Okay, gonna remove these 1-day, 1-minute increases. And we're gonna go watch the 1-day, 1-minute chart. See what happens here, baby. based on price action, what it's doing right now, since it didn't close below this 5-day 5-minute, I really do see it breaking these highs and just fucking ripping up to the next confluence up here at 19,974. But our trade plan is still in play. Still testing breaker and order block right here. So as long as we don't get above those levels, we're still in play. ES, what's we doing? High, low. We got a break of structure on the 1 day 1 minute on the S&P. But the S&P isn't NASDAQ. That's not what we're trading. Yeah, they kind of run together, but they're not the same. Okay. Did we form a new low? Low followed by a high. Yes, we did right here. Change them to green again. Need to break below that, and then a low formed by another high. Or if that goes green. No, didn't go green. Okay, baby. Give me a break of structure. I want you to break it so hard below this. I need you to break below this. Trade is still in play, baby. Let's go. Hold. It broke structure there, but it's getting a lot of buy volume. 5 day 5 minute chart look like. Okay, high. Followed by low. That is a high. If this holds red, then that's going to be the new high that we're looking at. But 1 day 1 minute chart. Clear break of structure. Right there, baby. This is what I'm fucking talking about. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Boom. Boom. Let's see what levels we form, baby. Okay. What concerns me? What scares me? My job is risk management. What the fuck scares me? We do not have a 30-minute close above this. What the fuck? Drawn liquidity. 1 hour drawn liquidity. I like that. Okay? It's pushed up and it's gotten rejected all the way down. Market makers are getting their fucking fills. Good. Good girl. Right? The 1 hour. Same fucking thing. Pushing up, getting fucking rejected. That's what we want. That's what we need, baby. Fuck yeah. 5 day 5 minute. Okay. We need, oh my god, a glorious bearish candle 5 minute close below these levels. And my buy limit down here. Actually, if we're on the 5 day 5 minute, I might take some profits here. I'm just going to put a line there tentatively for a potential take profit. Did we close? We did close. What does that mean, baby? What does that mean? Where's my drawing? Where's a fucking drawing that I can use? What does that fucking mean? You know what that means? Weep, 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 weep. Let's fucking go. Okay. Sorry, we got a little excited there. I love how trading is supposed to be non-emotional, and then you get all the people that are fucking retards like me. Okay, from this move down, This is the 1 day, 1 minute chart. We have a bearish fair value gap right there. Above equilibrium, another opportunity to get in if you haven't already. Do not take my advice. Just don't do it. Okay. Low. What lows have we made? 5 day, 5 minute chart. What did we do? We broke below that previous low, but not below this one. That scares me. Okay. That concerns me. Right? We are testing. What do I have there? Okay, well, whenever we broke structure right here, right, we have a new order block. Boom, the move up right before, so right there, and new breaker block. Boom, right there and right there. So, what does that mean? I'm going to put it at the very top of both of them. Boom, what does that mean? Okay, I'm going to remove that. What are we doing? We are testing this fair value gap. Oh my god, get out of here, you fucking magnet. I need to stop being rude. Testing this fair value gap right here. Testing. Okay, we formed a low on the 1 day, 1 minute. Formed a high on the 1 day, 1 minute. This is our high. Right there. So that's our new high. So, we do not want this candle to close above that level. Okay? We don't want that. But on the bright side, we can move our stop down to break above this new order block and new breaker block. We do not want this candle to close above this level, though. Break down, break below. Okay, so what's happened now? Looks like we have another change in direction. Okay? A high was formed right here. A high is formed with two candles. A move up followed by a move down. And then a new low was formed right here. A move down followed by a move up. Okay? So this is a new 1 day, 1 minute low. Nice. What do we got? Okay, if this forms here, then that forms a new high right there. This candle is red. That forms a new high right there. And obviously I just want price to dump because I'm short. Literally. Alright, so we formed a new high right there. Did not make a new low yet. What time is it? 10:15? I mean, we really don't need to watch the trade for the day. We're either going to win or we're going to lose. One of the two is going to happen. That's a red, followed by a green. That makes another low. So that's a low. That's a high. That's a low. We got to break a structure to the upside. We don't like that. Right? we need a red candle close below these two levels, right? In order for us, in order to get a change of trend back to the downside. It did break above that fair value gap. Man, it is just toying with this level right here. It's just toying with it. 5 day, 5 minute. We formed another. We're making lower lows and lower highs on the 5 day, 5 minute, it looks like. See? Okay, because we had to move down, followed by a move up. Move down, followed by a move up. Move down, followed by a move up. This is blue. On the 5 day, 5 minute, we're making lower lows. And it looks like we're making higher lows. Or lower highs. Yeah, see, fucking boom right there, boom right there, boom right there. See, but the 1 day, 1 minute, still no break of trend. But, oh, that's green. We made a lower low. Lower low. That's a high. We really want a 5 day, 5 minute break of structure. Oh, see, that's a big bullish candle. No bueno. All right, so form that. 1 day, 1 minute. We're making higher highs. Well, we made a lower low right here, but higher lows for the most part. This candle. So this is our new order block and breaker block. On the change of trend right here, whenever it broke below this previous low, closed below it, what was the move up? Oh, wait, where was the trend? Okay. Before the break of trend, it was right here. What was the move down? Right here. Right? So this forms our new order block and breaker block. On the 5 day, 5 minute. And like I said, we could be wrong. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. Nobody's right all the time. But, yeah, I formed that low already. We'll wait and see if we break above. Break above. I mean, there's no bullish fair value gaps being formed, but fuck, dude, we're getting a lot of volume to the upside. I'm afraid we're going to get stopped out here, ladies and gents. But then again, that is what I said on the other one too. And the reason that I didn't take profits anywhere down here is because I saw what the first fucking move did whenever we played the same confluence. But that is okay. Let's see a red candle close. Let's see a red... Oh, fuck. We did get a bullish fair value gap. I just didn't see it. Beep. Right there. See if we come down, test those levels, and continue up. Or, hear me out. Or, if we go red and just dump. I'm going to change this color to white, indicating a fair Yeah. I should have stopped being so cocky so quick in the day. See, what I should have done. Oh, fuck, my screen went black. Or mine did, yours didn't. What I should have done is I should have traded the micro NASDAQ instead of this one, so I could have taken a load off some of my profits down here. But I didn't. That's it. I just didn't. Alright. What do we got? Where's gonna be a break of structure? R. Okay, so, well, that formed a new high. So, on the 1 day, 1 minute chart, let's get our magnet. That formed a high. Low, followed by a green candle. Ooh, fuck, that's a lot of volume. Damn, we're getting a lot of fucking volume right here. Scary Terry. Scary Terry. 5 day, 5 minute looks super, super bullish. I'm back based on price action right now. I mean, I could see us just fucking ripping up to this next level right here, but I put all my risk on this last trade, so I will be done after this one. Formed a new low right here, though. So if we can get a break structure down. Oh, fuck. Stopped out. That's all right. Ended up down 249.50 on the day. I do kind of want to watch this for like 10 minutes just to see if we just keep ripping. Um, 249.50. Let's go ahead and enter that into here. 56. Exclamation point. Nice. 249.50. Damn, I can't type for shit. Horrendous. You can see that horrendous day we had. I was just over trading. I hadn't done enough research on the market. That's why I stayed up. I literally have not slept since yesterday. I traded all the way until 2 in the morning, and then I just fucking watched YouTube until 6 this morning whenever I went to the gym. Okay, let's take a look at the trades that I made. Okay. Settings. Executions. What are the execution labels? So I got my executions. And the execution labels. Oh, it's just buy and sell. Oh, at the price point. No, I don't need that. Alright. So, when was the first trade? First trade was at drawn liquidity right here. I drew this one after we had already made this move. 5 day, 5 minute. Right? Big drawn liquidity. What did we do? We moved to the 1 day, 1 minute chart. Okay. We had break of structure on this candle here, right? Move up, move down, and then we used order block and breaker block, I believe it was, as our stop down here. And we used these highs like right here as our take profit, when realistically we should have let it go to the next level because it hit it really easily. Like, we got one contract, so instead of making 600 on this first one, we potentially create new order limit. We bought in right here. Instead of making, we made 600 something on it. Instead of making 600, we could have made like 2,300 and risked. I think my risk was at a new low right there, 360. At max, 1,175. So that was a good trade. I wish I would have held on to it much, much longer. So that's my only regret there. This one, I thought whenever we hit this liquidity and broke above here, I thought that was our change of direction, because we touched it there, formed a low right here, and then right here we did technically break structure, but I'm glad I didn't take an entry whenever I did down here and took an L up here. I'm glad I waited for a little more confluence, but ended up getting in right around there for short, and ended up getting stopped out at a break above order block, breaker block. And I think that was for a loss of about 400-ish. And then this last one that we took it at a break of structure, a clear break of structure below here. 5-day, 5-minute candle looked fucking fantastic right here. If it would have just closed below these levels, holy shit, dude, there's no doubt in my mind that it would have just fucking tanked. But it didn't. So we stayed in the trade. Our first break of structure was up here. And then we formed an uptrend, broke structure again. A new order block and breaker block above here. You can see we came down at one point. How much were we up? If we were to sell this, we were up. I got in right around here somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is. What the fuck is that sound? But we're up 455 at one point. Ended up losing like 5. So down to 49.50 on the day. I'm totally content with my trading. I only traded 3 times. Totally content. I think price is going to continue to rip up. So those of you that are bullish, run it. I am done for the day. I hope anybody that watched this enjoyed it. I think at most we had like 2 viewers, so that's kind of fucking cool. But like I've said many times before, this is basically my trading journal, so if anybody sees it, great. If not, I don't really give a fuck. Dude, look how fucking sick my guy looks. He's just chilling, watching me trade. Alright, guys. I'll go ahead and share my screen again. I'm done trading for the day. I am going to go ahead and... Actually, I'm going to say, okay, so price clearly broke structure above this one here, and it is continuing to rip. So if price gets above these levels here, where's my... Add alert on horizontal ray crossing up. If price gets up there, where's my alert? Is there? Then I'm just gonna remove all this shit. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry, it sounds like people are fucking yelling out there. If price gets up here, I gotta add an alert, dude. I don't know that it added. 1974. Add alert. Okay, so it'll alert me if it gets up to that level. On the 5-day, 5-minute chart, we did not have any serious reaction at this level, so this is the next level that I'm going to be watching. Let's see if there's any more. On the 1-hour chart, those levels down there don't really fucking matter. Formed a low, high. If that goes red, that could form one, but it hasn't. 4-hour went low, high. If that forms red, it could form one, but it hasn't. 30-minute low. This could form a high. If this closes red, it could form one. I'll put a temporary stop right there, but I want to know if it gets above that level. On the 1-day, 1-minute chart, what are we looking at? Yeah, we broke our structure. Still making higher highs on the 5-day, 5-minute, and higher lows on the 1-day, 1-minute. So we're done. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Damn, this one was 2 hours long. Not bad, not bad. But 3 great trades. 2 of them didn't work out in our favor. 1 of them did. And we only ended the day down 249, which is much better than 11 grand. So I'm proud of myself for studying so much and finding these different confluences and liquidity sweeps and stuff like that. So, like I've said before, this is just my trading journal. So if anybody sees it, great. If not, I don't really give a fuck. But if you found any value in it and want to share it with somebody, cool, by all means do it. But I will see y'all guys tomorrow morning at market open.